My father's early days in Canada remain a mystery. My family cannot give me many details about his life during the exclusion years. There's a huge gap in our family history during that time. I decided to go back to Chinatown to find some of the old-timers who may have known my father, hoping they might be able to give me a glimpse of what life was like back then. James Wing is one of the few surviving head taxpayers in Montreal.
That's right.
And could you tell me, when did you first meet my father and my grandfather?
Well, I met your father and grandfather from the very day I arrived at the city. So that my father and your grandfather are belonging into the same Christian association, Chinese YMCI.
Where was that at that time?
That the Chinese YMCI is over up there, in the middle of this block, just opposite Giver Rose building.
Right.
所以人話其實個生活冇家庭咧，佢哋冇乜地方去，所以佢哋談論得出嚟㗎，係相見傾談，我哋喺尋民主，政府度咧我哋訂咗好中國嘅報紙。
I met James through our mutual involvement in the redress campaign for the Head Tax and Exclusion Act. He was among the last to arrive in Canada in 1923. He was only 10. Today, his memories of my father and grandfather are sketchy, but James has his own story to tell.
一民入港後，打起個伏包，誰知歡喜反為仇，歸失受困更續流，無能教，殘酷欺難歐，缺食不堪嚴濟處。 英雄到此也垂頭。
When I got to Vancouver, I was sent straight to a building, about 4-story high, quite sized building, and I was put in one flat and a big room. And I noticed in that room there were about 20 or 30 teenager Chinese, all boys, you know, those days no girls, and there are a lot of bunker beds around there, but some beds have a mattress, some have no mattress. It is spring, you know. So it happened that my friend had a cotton comforter, and I had a woolen blanket. So we both shared a bed, and we did. Otherwise, it would be very, very hard for us because in Vancouver in August, the night was cold, you know. But this way, we can stand it within suffer, and I was kept there 2 weeks. We call it like a concentration camp feeling, you know. There's no way to avoid it, so we endured. He had to pay that $500 before they released me, one thing. And I later learned that my father had to pay $50 to the official there. You know. I later learned, I said, those people did not pay the money to the official. They could be kept there for a month or 3 weeks. But if those people gave them $100, they keep him there just for 1 week. And my father paid him $50, so I was kept for 2 weeks.
My father was locked up in this place for 3 weeks. All Chinese entering Canada in those days had a similar experience.